Hi there, I'm Coy, and I can walk on water, and I'm going to show you how to do it too. Today we are doing water walking, and the different ways you can set it up, and where you can use it to save time. Love it, Zora. So the most common way to set up water walking is by fake flippering into the Waterfall Fairy Cave with the Moon Pearl. There's lots of different ways you can set up fake flippering. That one I just did is the one that I showed in a different video. It's my personal favorite way to do it, and the one I found to be the most consistent for me, but there are different ways you can do it. Ah. Okay, so if we water walk into the cave while also having the Moon Pearl, we're water walking on the outside for reasons. Which means we can now walk back into the cave and get the two items that are in here in Randomizer, or walk all the way to Zora. But we will not be able to get the ledge item, because there is one more ledge you have to hop down, and that will break your water walking state. Another way you can set it up is by dashing out of a cave like this one in Ice Rod. And so all we're going to do is we're going to dash with the boots into this little slant right here on the other side, on either side of the exit, so that we don't bonk, but instead are pushed outside like that. And we can make sure that we have set it up correctly by holding our sword down and charged and walking on manual stairs like these stairs right here. And as you can see, we're moving kind of fast, right? Very weird looking. But that means we're in the water walking state. We have a stored water walk. And if we hop off of a south facing ledge into deep water, we'll be water walking. And you can use this just as a faster way to get to Hobo. And then set up a new water walking with the Moon Pearl, fake flippering that way. Or we can walk into the portal and get all the way to Zora and the Waterfall Fairy items. Another place you can do the same water walk is outside of Mini Moldworm Cave. Or I'll do it on the right side. But again, we just dash into that little slant so that it pushes us outside. And from here, we dash all the way through. It's okay. You can get hit during this, although I probably shouldn't get hit too many times. I don't have very many hearts. But as you can see, we are still in the water walking state. We're moving super fast on the stairs. And we can set up water walking in the exact same place and go to Hobo. Or just go to the Zora area and get the Waterfall Fairy items and the Zora items, but still would not be able to get the ledge item. So how do you get the ledge item? Well, you can actually get the ledge item by storing a water walk and then fake flippering instead. So we have the stored water walk right now, which means that if we try to water walk, we would be able to, but we're not gonna. Oh my god, the crabs. The crabs! But now, instead of water walking right here, we're going to continue down and fake flipper instead. And now, whether or not you have the Moon Pearl, you do need to enter the Waterfall Cave without getting hit by a Zora. Oh my god. And then exit immediately. If you move left or right in this cave, it will break it, so you cannot do this and check those chests in the same trip. But since we do have the Moon Pearl, we were water walking. If you didn't have the Moon Pearl, you're fake flippering, which is much, much more dangerous. But if you can successfully fake flipper or water walk the whole way to Zora, when we get to this point, remember we still have our stored water walk from the Ice Rod Cave. When we hop down the ledge, we start water walking again, which means we can now get to the ledge item. So there's one more way you can actually set up water walking, and it's less common, but it's still very important to know if you want to use this glitch, is by dashing over a hole in the ground and bonking behind it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up to be on the edge of this hole so that we won't be able to fall in when we dash over it. So not where I just did it. Maybe there. We dash over the hole, we bonk behind it, and now we can test on these stairs that we are exactly in the water walking state. And can water walk. Of course, this isn't a very useful place to do this. It can save a little time if you're going to Zora instead of down to somewhere else. I don't know. You're like hardly ever over here in the light world, right? But a more useful location to use this is woods. So say you have a seed where you don't have East Dark World access because you're missing the flippers, the hammer, and an Aghanim kill. Or maybe you have to kill Aghanim to get East Dark World access, but you just don't feel like doing it. Well, if you walk right here, and this is a lot easier to line up because you can't move left or right against this weird skull thing for these bushes, right? And we dash south over that hole and bonk behind it. We're now in the water walking state, as you can tell by how I look exactly the same as I did 5 seconds ago. And we can test that we're in the water walking state on these stairs right here to save you a trip if you did mess it up. We are in the water walking state. And remember, you can get hit, you can bonk off things, so you don't have to be like super careful. The only things you can't do are mirror, flute, jump off the wrong facing ledge. What else can you not do? Die, I guess. But we're in the water walking state. So now we can get over to East Dark World, which gives us access to... Let this guy get out of my way. Catfish, pod, and pyramid. So that's water walking and the different ways that you can set it up and how you can use it to save time in A Link to the Past Randomizer. I have been Koi. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.